The United States isn't the only country dealing with widespread power outages in the aftermath of Hurricane Ian. Right now, many people in Cuba are still without electricity. The blackouts have led to protests across the island. CBS 8's Rocio de la Fe has the latest on the dire situation there.
It's been 1 week since Hurricane Ian hit the island of Cuba. Since then, much of the island's 11 million people have been left without power after the storm knocked out the nation's power grid. Born in Cuba, Javier Coto now lives in San Diego and says his family and friends back home are fighting each day just to survive.
No tienen electricidad.
He tells me in Spanish, they don't have power. The little food that they do have has gone to waste. They have no water, so everything is having to be rationed out. But Coto says the widespread blackouts have been happening on the island long before any storm. In fact, the economic crisis plaguing the nation has led to frequent power outages all across Cuba for years, but has gotten worse in recent months. Even my own family, who live on the opposite side of where the storm hit, say the blackouts have made it almost impossible to go on with daily life. They tell me they have working power for only 9 out of 24 hours a day.
Y por eso están saliendo a las calles a protestar.
And that's why they're protesting, says Coto. In the days following the storm, hundreds of Cubans have risked their lives to protest the lack of electricity. Power has since been restored in only some parts of the country, but others are still in the dark. Internet and cell phone service are also out. Cuba's power grid was already in a critical state long before Ian due to poorly maintained plants.
Y es culpa del mismo gobierno que es el dueño de eso,
Coto says it's the government's fault. They're responsible to maintain the integrity of the power grid. Due to their lack of maintenance, the people are in the situation that they're in. A foreign monitoring group reported late last week that Cuba's internet service shut down for problems unrelated to the storm in an attempt to block information about the recent protests from spreading, a method Coto says the government has been doing for years to try to maintain control over the island. For now, he says he communicates with his family very little, only when they're able to connect, and says there's no sign of the situation improving. Rocio de la Fe, CBS 8.